New voice lines in Mondstadt? Just for this?
Keep up.
Stabilize.
There is no escape.
I hear everything. One with the forest.
Now you shall perish. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Can't see. Cha! Cha!
Order guide you. We should look for a place to take shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you
I need to
catching
start
a
talking
cold.
quick or else I'm never going to talk the whole stream. Part of it's because I'm disappointed that I'm 5 hours late to what I said I was going to do yesterday. And that means that I've only got 2 or 3 hours to actually stream, which is stupid. And I'm also in food coma mode at the moment.
Gather.
But it's not really an excuse.
One with the forest.
Gotta at least make the best of what I've got. Hello?
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Do they? I didn't know that those things tracked independently. It's quite nice.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Wait.
Astra-
Wait. What does Shinobu do? Want more rewards, please? Two Primo Gems for a wish. Excuse me, can I get a couple tutorials real quick? Okay. So, event time? Doesn't really matter what I do first. Well, I guess. You're here, traveler. Here's some good news. Because people have found concrete evidence of the survival of snow boars, I just received a letter from my mentor saying that my thesis has been approved. Wow, sounds like everything's going smoothly for you, huh? Congrats. It's a good start, but the research that follows will take a long time, so I have to be prepared to stay in Mondstadt for a while. Next, I have to figure out how the snow boars managed to leave the snowy mountains and ended up in the forest. Based on the tracks that have been found, I'm guessing that they descended the mountain from its western face, past Dawn Winery, and then made their way to Springvale. If this hypothesis is correct, we should be able to find traces of them in this area, so our goal today is to investigate this. Paimon gets it. Also, who is this guy beside you? He looks all dressed for a hunt. Hello, my name is Walter. Recently, I've taken up the responsibility of overseeing security near Dawn Winery. Edmund told me that you guys are looking for snow boars. Could you come with me today? I happen to need some extra hands to help out. Some forest boars broke into the nearby farms last night, scaring off all their pigeons and ducks. They still haven't found them all. Traveler, when we are hunting later, please capture these small animals when you find them and bring them back with you. Of course, it's my pleasure. I heard that you know how to use the hunting tools. I've got some around here too, so help yourself. We can set off once you're ready. During Autumn Crisis capture, you must use sneak and hunting nets to capture a certain number of animals. The animals that can be captured within this area are scarlet-beaked ducks, white pigeons, crimson foxes, and forest boars. Animals in the challenge have an alertness value that, once full, will cause them to enter an alert state. Oh my god. I really am going in a food coma. Animals in the challenge have an alertness value that, once full, will cause them to enter an alerted state, causing the difficulty of capturing them to increase. Sneak in special bushes around the area to not cause their alertness to increase. Lures have been present in the area that can be interacted with up close or activated using a hunting net to attract the attention of nearby animals. At the same time, dry branches and leaves that will make louder noises when stepped on will be present in the area. They can startle animals, increasing their alertness. Right. Oh, shit. Can I cancel that? So animals specifically in this area? It says there's 2 left. That's really obnoxious. I wish there was a cancel. So other animals are startled if one near them is captured. But boars can kind of handle it. Can I catch 2 in 1? No, but whatever. Little razor holding a baby boar. So cute. Was that it for this one? No. We've still got this. It's Shinobu.
Keep up.
Hey, yeah, just jump off the cliff. Come catch me. Do the big smart.
Shine down.
Enshroud.
Bro, that was kind of rude.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ha!
I hear everything.
Illusion shattered.
One with the forest.
Order guide you.
Still never not going to be annoyed at these guys for existing.
Now you shall perish. Ha! Ha!
Like, sure, I mean, your wooden shield could absolutely parry the blows of an Archon. Fuck off. More of these poorly placed. I don't like wind currents. I think that's just my conclusion. I really don't like them.
Stabilize.
There is no escape.
I'll uproot you. Enshroud.
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Ha!
I hear everything. Can't see. Keep up.
Like that. That wind current that goes up was completely unnecessary. Again, that one, not necessary. I don't think there's a single person on the planet that could fuck it up that bad to need that.
Solidify. I will have order.
There is no escape.
I mean, really, it just ruins the flow for the actual
Let's nip that in the bud.
way they want you to go.
Now you shall perish. Ha!
Can't see. I hear everything. Cha, cha.
You really don't ever need to use the Animograna. When I did it last time, well, on the last challenge, they didn't even feel like they were doing anything.
Keep up.
This is order. Stabilize.
Shine down.
You can't run. Well,
I'll uproot you.
right.
Torn to oblivion.
The fuse is lit!
Illusion shattered.
Solidify. Order guide you.
One with the forest. Cha. Cha. Let's nip that in the bud.
There's more? I thought that was the last one. Well, I guess there wasn't a nemesis at the end of it. Like they said there would be. Maybe I'm the dumb one. Maybe my opinions don't matter.
Cha.
What are you guys doing in Mondstadt?
Stabilize.
Get out of here.
Can't see. Huh. I'll uproot you. Ha.
I will have order.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ha! Ha!
One with the forest. Cha. Let's nip that in the bud.
Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion. Ha!
Enshroud.
Pretty sure that the Raiden Shogun's burst just did like 2,000 damage,
Keep up.
which I think is pretty swell. Also, menus? Question mark? How to use? Ah, shoot. My bad. I really don't know how to menu right now. You guys
Shine down.
really want to tussle the bad?
I'll uproot you.
I'll humor you.
Cha. Huh. Huh. Oh. Cha. Cha. Cha.
Was I already tracking it? My bad. Wait. Oh. 2 days later? Why though? Why am I waiting when we already literally waited a real day for this? The map is looking quite large at the moment. It's also very weird. Whenever I'm over in the desert, I look over and I like scroll through. I think that's like the rainforest part of Sumeru is like this big. No, it is indeed like 4 times bigger than I think it is. And for some reason, because of the way that the biome, for lack of a better term, I guess, the way it transitions over, I can never tell what is Sumeru and what's Liyue, even though, you know, this is green and this is like a greenish brown. I don't know. Just a tad bit stupid. Pretty sure it told me to wait until like 8 a.m. Hello, you're 30 minutes late? No, I'm like 5 hours late, so... Got nothing on ya. Absolutely nothing. I feel like a piece of garbage. Yeah, 8 o'clock, okay. Also, literally, the only thing that I've done so far is the little mini games.
Time! Let's go meet up with Razor.
I did
The meeting
sit on my
spot is on the
glasses.
bank of Cider Lake. You know the way, right?
It was most tragic. Probably the most expensive sit I've ever had.
Huh? Where the heck's Razor? Paimon thought he would have been here by now.
They didn't technically break. I'm wearing them right now, but they were like literally almost flattened. And I spent about 30 minutes trying to get them as best I could back into place. And I don't think I'll ever get them back to where they were, so I spent $95 to get a new set of frames because, you know, the lenses are still good, so... Not cool, though. Not cool.
He had a pretty big day when we last saw him. Do you think he fell asleep when he got back and is still snoozing away now?
Let's wait and see.
Fair enough. You're right. Let's keep waiting. Well, since we've got some time on our hands, let's put our heads together and try to figure out that poem. Tone Deaf Bard mentioned some ingredients, but they all sounded super abstract. An explorer's courage, a love tender and true, a defender's will, and the 1,000 winds song of good cheer.
I'm not sure if it does. I'm not sure.
Do you have any ideas?
Maybe they aren't the ingredients.
Eesh, that's even more abstract. How do we go about looking for this wine's character? Where do we start?
The Adventurers Guild, the Church of Favonius.
Huh? Are you saying that it has something to do with Mondstadt's institutions?
Yes, and as for the word defender, it makes me think of the Knights of Favonius.
Wow, that actually makes a surprising amount of sense. So the poem wasn't talking about any specific ingredients after all. More like the general gist. Now that you mention it, it just so happens that all the institutions you mentioned are organizers of the Von Laser Fest. Wait, this is way too big of a coincidence. That Tone Deaf Bard, did he just make all this
Maybe we're almost at 150 for real this time. Perhaps he did, as a way of helping us to help Razor.
In that case, the last part about the Thousand Winds Song of Cheer must be code for the toasting ceremony. Oh, now we're cooking! We'll crack your riddle recipe yet, Tone Deaf Bard! When Razor gets here, let's visit all the places you mentioned and talk to some people we know there. We definitely should be able to find some more clues that way.
What are you going to do for the 150 milestone? Would you be offended if I said nothing?
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Oh my god, it's Klee!
I'm sorry. I'm late.
That's all right. We were just chatting. The Traveler's pretty smart, so thanks to him, we're finally onto something.
Hello, Klee. And Razor.
Hi. I was on my way, then I saw Klee.
They let me out for Vinalisa Fest. Albedo is super busy helping Timaeus fix his recipe for an extra strong sobriety potion, so he doesn't have time to come play with me right now. I'm just playing by myself instead.
My wig's not even at my house, though. It's been chillin' on a dresser, waiting to be washed a second time at my girlfriend's house.
But it's so cool! All the grown-ups in Mondstadt are out to celebrate the festival. Everyone's smiling and having loads of fun. I wanted to join in too, so I made a whole bunch of stuff so I can celebrate with everyone in my very own way. Very own way? Uh-oh. This does not bode well coming from Klee.
Get it right now. No!
And that's when
I'm not about to
bumped into
drive
Razor.
an hour to and from just to get a wig. Great job, Razor.
Razor was acting kinda different than usual, like he was thinking about something. So I asked him what happened. And then Razor said that he was looking for his mommy.
I did not say mommy.
Oh, it's okay, silly. Mommies are important people, so finding your mommy is a super important job. That's why Klee's
Mommy?
gonna come help.
Razor! Razor! Finally, I found you.
Bennett!
Oh, look who's here. Hey, everyone. Here, this is for you.
What the flower doing? I could not tell you. I don't even have a way to look at the viewer list whenever I have everything set up.
A small lampgrass?
Yep, that's right. I tripped up on it this morning and took a little tumble.
Sleepy says no?
I did a full faceplant, but somehow this little thing came out completely unscathed. That's when I knew it was destined to go into your wine mix.
Bennett, how did you manage to trip up on a small lampgrass? Huh, that's true. They do glow after all.
To be fair, they only glow at night.
No, I wasn't talking about the glowing. What I meant was they're really big and easy to spot. So, I don't get how you didn't see it.
Yeah, but it's also called small lampgrass.
I was just running too fast and got careless, I guess. Okay, I guess maybe I won't tell them about the other faceplants that came after that.
Aww.
Anyway, I've been all over the place trying to find Razor this morning. Everyone I asked told me I just missed him. Good thing I've caught up now. I can finally catch my breath.
We were not, Takaru, don't lie. I haven't even said anything about Shinobu or Candace or Dia at all today. What a trooper.
Thanks.
How did you know I need ingredients?
Oh, that? Yeah, interesting story. This lady came to see Master Cyrus, asking for the Adventurer Guild's support with the Vinelesa Fest. She said she was a librarian. Anyway, she mentioned your situation too, and asked if we could help.
Whoa, Lisa is doing some real work for once?
Shut up, Paimon.
Oh, so that was Lisa? People say she's crazy intelligent, but just doesn't go out much. First time I've ever seen her. I thought long and hard about what ingredients to pick, and came up with a load of suggestions that I was gonna discuss with you.
We said mommy, not grandmommy.
But then I realized that small lampgrass was clearly the best. It shines a light to guide the way for explorers in the dark. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful thing?
Oh, apologies for the trouble.
Ah, don't give me that. I get how you must be feeling about all of this. Besides, you gotta help out your friends, right? If my family, well, my dad's ever needed help one day, I know you'd be there for me too.
Yes.
Can I help too? Please take me with you, please. I want to join in. Clee's in high spirits today. She seems more excited by this festival than anyone.
Bennett, before now, you never talk about your family.
Well, that's because I never met my parents. I was raised by some of the older adventurers in the guild, so we're not exactly a typical family. But if you do want to hear about them, I can tell you some of my dad's stories. Okay, I'll start with the most awesome one.
Oh, Bennett. You can be Mommy's kid, just like Clee. My mom is super nice. She'll take great care of you. Huh?
Yeah, having Bennett, Razor, and Klee in one place is kind of the best setup for this. I just need some more Mona and Fischl.
I really appreciate the thought, Clee, but I'm afraid I can't accept your offer.
What?
I already have my dad's and all my friends. And let's not forget that I'm the leader of Benny's adventure team. You don't need to worry about me.
Oh, okay.
True, Takaru, true.
Then have this. A Jumpy Dumpty?
A bomb.
Yeah, it's a lazy, dopey Jumpy Dumpty that always dozes and never explodes. I hope you guys can be best friends.
Are you sure?
Yep. Jumpy Dumpty will be happy to make a new friend too.
I'm also happy for you.
You know, Klee, you just said it never explodes, but you just gave it to Bennett, so I think that means it will explode. Why don't you two go adventuring together?
Good idea. Maybe Clee will bring Bennett some good luck, and the adventure will go smoothly. And you might just find some treasures you'd never noticed before. Of course, it's also highly possible that Clee will be the only one who gets lucky.
I've heard that in the Archon quest this time, characters literally be telling Paimon to shut up? I haven't gotten there yet, but that's what I've heard.
Still, on the flip side, Clee won't be getting into any trouble with Bennett there, and this way she'll still get to enjoy the Vinelesa Fest.
Cool. Don't worry about a thing. We'll look after each other.
Yay! Adventure! Treasure! Vinelesa Fest! Let's go! Let's go!
Klee's vibes are immaculate.
Oh, wait, but what about Wolfie? Wolfie, Razor needs looking after. Honorary Knight, Paimon, you'd better take care of Razor, okay? Make sure he finds his mommy.
Leave it to us.
Good luck.
I love that Razor is still hung up on the fact that Klee is saying mommy.
See you later, folks.
Deuces.
It's so nice to see everyone in such a good mood. Oh, Paimon almost forgot the whole reason we came here. Razor, the Traveler and Paimon were just chatting about the ingredients Venti mentioned in his poem. We think that they're actually a description of the wine's characteristics. Plus, it seems like each of them means something special to one of the 3 big institutions in Mondstadt. So, if we talk to some people we know at each place, maybe we'll find what you're looking for. What's wrong? Something on your mind? Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, these days I think a lot. I am not smart, not like teacher, not like traveler, but I still have to think. Everyone is ready to help, but some things I must do myself.
Well, I mean, if I have to put myself in your shoes, I would probably say that if I didn't like Razor, I would probably be like, this man straight up got monkey doo-doo brain and talks like a caveman and has an annoying voice. But I don't think that. But that's what I think I would think if I thought that Razor sucked.
I don't understand human father and mother, but I must find a way to understand. Maybe I can learn about other people's father and mother first, then think about my own father and mother. That's why I want to ask questions.
That's great! Keep at it, and you'll definitely find the answer eventually.
Never knew Bennett is like me. When he talks about dads, his scent changes. Warm, like a bed of straw in the sun.
Let's find more people to speak to.
Yeah, we should head back into the city. Let's find a friendly face at the Church of Favonius.
Why would he change his ways, Takaru? Leave him alone!
Now, who does Razor know best at the church?
Drinking it
Excuse
right
me?
now.
I couldn't help but overhear you're about to head back into the city. Is that right? I'm waiting on a fruit cart from the city. It should be here now, but I'm getting worried that something may have happened on the way. But I can't leave the festival to check up on it.
My dude, Mondstadt is about, like, 2 steps away.
Would you be able to do me a huge favor and keep an eye out for the cart on your way back?
Well, if it's on the way.
Okay, we go. I go too. Everyone helps me. Now I have chance to help everyone.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
You better update me. I want to know what culinary masterpiece you came up with.
This way.
See, you literally could see it down the freaking path.
Oh, Paimon sees the cart, but what are these hilly trails doing here? Do they want some fresh fruit now too?
Yeah.
To the rescue!
I'm not using Razor.
Solidify. This is order.
Inazuma shines eternal.
What up, Rolf? Oh, I still need to do the trials. I just realized.
Whew. Finally! These hilly trails are a little too obsessed with food for their own good. But never mind that. Are you okay?
Big
Did they
words,
hurt
Paimon.
you?
Big words.
I'm fine, thanks to you. You were just in time. Any later and all you found here is a pile of pulp. And I don't think there'd be much left of the fruit either.
They're still waiting for you at the festival.
Got it. Well, thanks again. I'd better not delay this delivery any longer. So, goodbye and happy Vine Lace Fest. Thanks to you too, kiddo.
What is it, Razor? You seem a little...
Enemy following.
Enemy? I think we're a little closer than that. On some level, you could even say that we're brother and sister.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Rosaria, what the heck are you doing here? Wait. Actually, turning up at random places is pretty normal for you. Okay, next question. What the heck do you mean, brother and sister?
Varka taught you how to use that sword, I take it. Swift but powerful. I can spot that old-timer style anywhere.
Huh?
Indeed.
I see you're not much of a talker. Well, there's something else you could learn from Varka. Never lost for words, even when he has nothing to say. It'd be good conversation practice for you. Just a shame we have no idea when he'll be back.
It's okay. I will wait.
Brother and sister? Varka? Oh, Paimon gets it. Varka is a father figure to both of them, so that makes them family. Just not by blood.
Well, blood relations are overrated anyway, don't you think?
I think the bond of blood is a strong one.
Oh, I almost forgot. You have a sister.
Cold, dark grown-up. You also don't remember what your real mother and real father look like?
I'm actually partial to pretty much everybody's old outfits.
Huh. So you're helping him dig up some info on his biological parents, and trying to help him build a concept of family along the way.
You could say that.
All right, you got me. I barely have any memories of my birth parents. The last time I saw them was long before I had any understanding of the world around me. But that seems pretty common. Even in this day and age, there are plenty of people in the world who can't stop thinking about their families, but will never get to see them. Anyway, if you're never gonna meet someone, it's not worth spending mental energy on them. It's more important to focus on the kind of person you want to become.
No, you are wrong about this. Lupical protect each other. Human family also important. Must care about them.
Fine. So let's say you do find out who your parents were and they were saints. Or the opposite, they were complete monsters. What then? How would that affect your life choices? What would you do about it?
Whew, Rosaria's take is a little on the nose. That's a hard one for Razor to answer.
It's normal to be curious.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make this any more difficult than it already is. But Razor's feeling lost and confused right now, and all the other Mondstadters we know are too sunny and bright to tell it like it really is. The sun nurtures many good things, but it can't do anything about the problems lurking in the shadows.
Wow, Rosaria.
All right, I'll leave it there. Take this flower. It's icy cold, just like me.
This seems like a
Barbara's busy
setup.
preparing the sung poetry event for the Weinlese Fest. She couldn't get away, so I picked an ingredient out on behalf of the church.
This is definitely a
But
setup.
can we really use a mist flower? Won't it freeze the entire barrel?
No, not now that I've dealt with it. The bard did say to think freedom, didn't he? So go on, take it. It won't be a problem.
It is a setup.
Aw, Rosaria! You're more thoughtful than Paimon realized.
No, it's scripted.
Wait! You heard the bard say that? Were you spying on us?
Thank you.
Don't mention it. It's nothing. Varka's been a big help to me in the past, so just consider it returning a favor. Besides, if I'm your older sister, I might as well act like it. Good luck finding your answers.
Now you see her, now you don't. Paimon's slowly getting used to her style.
The two most sleep-deprived people in all of Mondstadt.
Well, as love, tender, and true goes, that was pretty awkward, but still counts, right? Now all that's left is the Knights of Favonius.
It better be Noelle. It better be.
Razor, are you still thinking about what Rosaria said?
Her words are like mist flower. They are cold, and they sting. But cold also good for wounds, like Wolfhook. I need to think about it. Maybe then I will understand.
We'll wait for you.
Okay. I will come with you. I think while we walk.
You weren't gonna actually make us walk? Alright, a little bit lame, but whatever. Oh, it's not Jean.
So you see, you're the best person for this.
Oh, just in time. Lisa and I were just talking about Razor's situation. Where were we? Ah, yes. The barrel.
Huh? But obviously the Knight's part is supposed to be a defender's will. But what kind of ingredient is a barrel?
Seems entirely reasonable to me.
Is your brain half asleep or something? It doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh, Paimon, don't worry. You'll get your ingredient. I've already tasked someone with sorting it out. The person is very conscientious and wants to properly research their contribution, so it may take some time, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait. As for the barrel, how else were you planning on mixing all the ingredients?
Right?
Surely not in the giant cooking pot at Dada Upa Gorge.
That would be a suspicious Thousand Wind wine.
After much deliberation, I realized this was a job for the most sociable and savviest member in our ranks, the cavalry captain. So I asked him to take a trip to the Dawn Winery and somehow bring back a wine barrel.
All right, spare me the flattery, Lisa. We're all friends here, and I know you're only trying to help your student. But I haven't been back there in a long time. This could be quite difficult to accomplish in just a single trip.
Difficult? For you? Don't be silly. Negotiating is your biggest strength. Fine Lisa Fest is one of the most important festivals in Mondstadt, and you know how Diluc thinks better than anyone. Just drop a few little hints, like how this is the first festival Mondstadt has had in a long time. We're short on much-needed supplies for a multitude of reasons. Oh, who can help us? When he hears that, I guarantee you he'll offer to help out with finances and sourcing goods.
Lisa's literally trying to extort Master Diluc.
Manipulation.
I suppose. All right, I'll head out right away.
Wow, he didn't take much persuading. And Paimon was just about to thank Lisa for the things she's been doing for Razor behind the scenes. Oh, Paimon doesn't even know whose side to be on anymore.
Yeah, apparently you trust Alhaitham way too much too.
Traveler and teacher did a lot for me. A lot of work. But me, I still can't answer questions. So useless.
Dear me, what's gotten you so upset, my little wolf cub? We can't have you being so down in the dumps.
Maybe an information overload.
Ah, I see. Cutie, how about you keep Kaya company while I stay here and help Razor process his feelings? As his teacher, I owe him some tutelage anyway. Come and collect him in a few days' time. The last
Again?
ingredient should be ready by then as well.
Bruh.
Splendid. I was just thinking about how nice it would be to have some company on my trip.
I don't know what is right, but I trust teacher. I accept.
It's a plan then.
Run along now, and don't forget to tell Diluc that the Knights of Favonius send our regards.
Kaya, you're fond of a good drink, aren't you? Vine Lacerfest must be right up your alley. Kaya?
Oh, I'm sorry. My mind was elsewhere. What was your question?
Ugh, never mind. Nothing that important.
Right. Paimon, be that way. Oh, Dilus.
Master Diluc?
Oh, I was just wondering who'd be coming all the way out here during the Vine Laserfest. So, it's you two. And you, too.
Brr, so cold. Almost enough to make me feel unwelcome here, Master Diluc. Don't forget that this is my home, too. I'm fairly certain that taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat.
Please get to the point.
The point is one that you've already raised yourself. The Vine Lacerfest. To celebrate this long-awaited festival, the Acting Grand Master has been coordinating with both the Church and the Adventurers Guild to host a series of events. Unfortunately, given the financial situation of the Knights of Favonius, well, I'm sure you can imagine.
And the Knights of Favonius's woes have what, exactly, to do with me?
Hey, no need to be so cruel. Even I'm not going to take that. Everyone's just doing the best they can for Mondstadt. Now, I can't remember the last time I tasted Dawn Winery's Vine Lacerfest special. And I'm sure the Mondstadt populace would echo this sentiment. Are you going to deny others the opportunity to drink to their heart's content just because you don't like to drink yourself?
Check it out. Kaya's not so subtly asking for freebies. He's actually doing it.
What a guy.
Anyway, speaking of the Knights, everyone dearly hopes that you'll rejoin our ranks again one day. Then we'll be one big happy family again. If we were able to enjoy the sterling reputation of Master Diluc, I'm sure people would be queuing for our charity booth all the way to Falcon Coast.
Give that silver tongue of yours a rest. You might need it to maintain public order at the festival. Duly noted on the financial issues you raised. I'll have Elzer follow up with Hertha in more detail. And I just so happen to have a batch of wine that I can offer as a token of appreciation to everyone that has been working so hard for the festival. Shall I address it to you personally?
That would be an absurd request, even for me. The words, "with compliments from the Dawn Winery," ought never be preceded by, "to the cavalry captain." Is that not the unwritten rule?
You're better informed than I thought. In that case, I will leave this with Adelind and keep everything anonymous.
I really can't thank you enough.
Master Diluc is so generous. That's all Paimon needs to get that warm, fuzzy feeling. Which is just as well since she won't be allowed to drink a drop.
Huh.
Bitch.
Are you two here regarding the Vine Lacerfest too?
Actually, we're here about Razor. We need a barrel.
Poor Razor. He grew up so fast, and he's still looking for his father. Master Diluc, we really ought to lend him a hand.
How come Klee said he's looking for his mom, but Kaya says he's looking for his dad? It might make more sense to them, but it's gonna get confusing for everyone else.
Well, Paimon. They be going off experience.
It's okay. I understand. We have a spare barrel in the winery. It's a little old, but it's been specially treated for durability. You could leave it next to a flaming flower all day and there wouldn't be a scratch. I think that one should satisfy your needs.
Sounds great! We'll take it! When can we come fetch it?
No need. I'll have someone deliver it to the festival market. Just collect it from the Angel's Share stand.
Aw, you always make things so nice and easy for us, Master Diluc. Thanks a lot. Razor will really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. Helping each other is what friends do.
Wonderful. Always eager to help, and never forgets to return a favor. That's the Master Diluc I know.
Oh, it's nearly dinner time. Would you care to stay for a meal?
How time flies. I'll be on my way then.
How did you put it? Ah, yes. Taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat. Now that even Master Diluc has made an offer, are you quite sure you won't stay for a meal after coming all this way, Master Kaya?
Ooh.
I couldn't possibly, Adeland. I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Oh, don't say that. How often do I get a chance to indulge my dear Master Kaya, Tea for the cavalry captain when you visit in an official capacity doesn't count. I only get to spoil you if you let me cook for you.
Oh,
Well then, what happened to your swagger? Lost for words?
Diluc, you...
Surely you wouldn't dream of disappointing Adeland.
All right, then. I'll take you up on the offer. Adeland, one more set of cutlery, please, if you'd be so kind.
They be playing 4D chess right now.
Ooh, Paimon's so full. Adeline's cooking's amazing. Everything looked and tasted so beautiful.
I enjoyed it as well.
Glad you liked it. You're welcome to join again anytime.
Oh? Then I may have to tag along on the Traveler's Adventures more often in the future.
Ugh, Kaya's back to his usual ways.
All right, now that our task is complete and our bellies are full, it's time for me to get back to work.
Take care, Master Kaya. Have a safe trip back.
We should get going as well. Lisa's taking care of Razor, but the Vileza Fest can't do without us. See you next time, Master Diluc.
Indeed. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Wait. Was that the end of it? Oh, the end of this one? A bitter taste in my mouth. Another 4-star already? Sayu. You. All right, Dia. What is currently the up? There's also a long loading screen.
Hey, Dia.
What up?
Right on time.
Did we learn anything from the criminals?
We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
I am like extremely not comfortable right now.
Candace, where?
Physically.
Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
I know, right?
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
I think it really said, "Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die." What a bitch.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
She mastered it really quickly, too.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry.
Sorry.
I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
You sound like
They're
you just got
called
blundered.
Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Where are the Village Keepers now?
I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? Won what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Do you have any idea who that might... Do you have any idea who that mystery person might be?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Huh?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the Academia again.
In Sumeru City, Setaria also mentioned King Deshret's resurrection is just the Academia's misinformation campaign.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
Also, it's starting to get more and more irritating that the 2 selection dialogue tree is now just one big text box for the traveler.
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Nah, but for real though, especially after he did it during the Sabzeruz festival. Come on now, you were so close. Also, part of my problem right now is that I keep looking over and I'm like, why the fuck? Like, I feel like every time I look over, the chair has like shifted into some weird position and I'm like, okay, let's try to fix that. And then I'm like, why do I look like I'm all the way over here when I'm literally just sitting normally? And then like I shift my head to make it look like I'm centered with my chair, which is completely parallel to my screen, camera, and desk. And I'm like, why does it look wrong? Tilt. Well, now I'm not in line with the microphone, obviously, but I'm in the middle of the shot, in line with my chair. But if I move the microphone over here,
Inactivity serves no purpose.
it's being weird. And like, I'm sitting up straight right now. Everything's fine, except it looks like that I'm... I don't know. I feel normal like this, but it looks extremely not normal on my camera and it bugs the shit out of me. I should just not worry about it.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Woo!
Woo!
Where did you come from?
Mance just reading a book.
As you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
Good answer. Have you ever watched Soul Eater? I have not.
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Oh.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Go ahead. I won't stop you.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
There's a guy obsessed with symmetry, and you reminded me of that. Well, now you make it sound like I got OCD. Which I most definitely don't, because my desk and room and everything are an absolute mess. But I don't know, why is it so hard to just have things neat and tidy on the stream?
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
He did it again.
Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving us time to think.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
That's true.
Yeah, you're all talk.
That is a death glare.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Hmm?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can find new info from someone we've already spoken to?
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Cyno's authority and strength.
right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Old lady.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
Sure thing. Hi, Miss Shawnee.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No.
Why's that?
Because it'll only result in conflict.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Could you make out where the sounds were coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
We need to check out that hospital.
Yeah, let's go!
Welcome back. Don't keep us waiting. What did you get? Also, did I call it, or did I call it about this place being part of a quest?
The place? Monsters! Watch out!
I mean, they're just hilly churls, bro.
Illusion shattered! I hear everything!
I will have order. Gather.
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud.
And really said, bust out the chicken risotto.
They were easier to
Fancy
do
schmancy.
than I had expected.
What were you even expecting?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Oh my god, the door opened.
Let's go in and take a look.
Hey, Alhaitham, we haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
I'm gonna go exploring.
I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
Can somebody shoot this barrel so that Paimon will shut up for 2 seconds?
Okay, sure.
Yes. Italian word instantly means fancy.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, You got that?
No.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either.
Hey, Paimon's your Teyvat travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Okay. Paimon's the best.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Me too. Hmm?
Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Funky trapdoor.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Have you tried breaking the planks?
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Sand walls.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
I can't stop yawning. How long were you away for? Let's see. Okay, I've got this thing connected to the wrong computer. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Be back in 30 minutes.
Huh?
You were gone for a total of 44 minutes.
Huh?
Oh. Around the hospital?
Yeah.
My bad. I just didn't know the instructions given to me. The elemental monuments around this place. Does this count?
Solidify!
There is no escape.
I'll uproot you.
You know, if you hadn't asked, I would have just assumed that it had been like 34 minutes. That's what I convinced myself.
Enshroud. Keep up.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Wait, so the Geo slimes are immune to Geo,
see?
but they can be crusted? Questionable. Oh, hey guys.
Now you shall perish.
One with the forest. Keep up. Ha!
Oh my god, the crazy walls are gone. Keep a balanced diet, rest regularly, and maintain a good mood. Monday, minty bean soup. Tachin, curry shrimp, pani puri. Tuesday, salad, biryani, fish with cream sauce, potato boat. Wednesday, shakshuka, bean cake. The remaining sections are blank. Haitian Abbas, male, 23 years old, mole on the left side of forehead, and left-handed. While his condition remains very serious, survival will be difficult without professional medical care. The patient's survivability, once found, immediately inform. Don't give up. Stay positive. All beings are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the document has been rendered unreadable by withering. Why did I say withering? Weathering. In case of emergency, contact the physician on duty immediately. Monday, Ibrahim. Tuesday, Wednesday, Amodi. The remaining sections are blank.
Look, there's someone over there.
We need to be careful.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He's a zombie.
Can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
Why is my microphone picking up so much noise? Give me 1 second. Yeah, what's the deal? This thing is doing a really crap job today, but whatever. So, how did he become like this?
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught.
Yeah, but I have a
In their
noise.
haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
It only bugs me because the noise floor is actually pretty dang high. Like, for you guys right now, the noise floor of my microphone with the ambient sound of my room, or my studio, I guess, is higher than the ambient noise of Genshin Impact, how I have it right now. And like, at the moment, it's sort of doing okay, but I have a feeling that I might have ruined the noise profile that the plugin is accepting right now. Because I tried to readjust some things before I got back on the stream that had to do with synchronizing my microphone, my camera, and game. And it had to do with a lot of clapping. So I feel like that put it out of whack. But I don't think me just like stopping it is going to do anything. Delete noise suppression. Add it back. Maybe that'll solve my problem. I don't know. Seems like everything's bothering me today.
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Yeah, to that one guy. I mean, that's not the best example to give. You know, considering that this guy isn't screaming like he's going absolutely bonkers.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
No, they're not.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the Village Keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru Village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the Radicals needed, and those based in Aru Village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being able to exploit the Radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the Desert Dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
I see.
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
Unrelated, but Alhaitham's eyes are really pretty.
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, just about everybody, and I mean just about everybody that is in this quest right now has like these diamond-shaped eyes, I guess. I know Dia does. I'm pretty sure that Candace does. And I think Sino does, but not exactly in the same way.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
so fun watching a stream about Sumeru when you still haven't finished the chasm. Multitask, my guy, let's go! How did you learn of this technology?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars had made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the Academia is after. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The Academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motives are more specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Though he rejects the notion of greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivations. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
So what do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
There's a name inscribed on the bowl. Hakim. There seems to be darkened remains of a stem inside the vase. It was probably used to hold flowers. The words for Avin are at the bottom of the bottle. It seems to have been a gift to someone named Avin. If there weren't crooked carvings of Arbaz, Abbas, and Sugar Jar on them, it would be difficult to imagine that this dirty clay jar was ever used to store sugar. Was this the whole thing? There's no big dungeon? It's just this? Paimon wonders what sort of treasure we'll find here. The shelves are full of thin books. You browse through them and find that they seem to be hospital documents such as medical records or financial statements. You shut the door in disappointment. Paimon thought there would be some special treasure inside. Even the wooden barrels and crates we find on our adventures are better than this. At least those had cabbage or fowl inside. Huh? What's this? It looks like it fell from over there. Let Paimon see. Maybe it'll lead us to treasure. Patient name, Abbas. Gender, male. Occupation, farmer. Basic status at admission, scabby skin at limb extremities. Multiple ulcers on the back, chest, and other bodily surfaces. Weakness of limbs and poor mobility observed. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Amudi. Week 1 of hospitalization. New scabs at limb extremities and enlarged ulcers. The left arm seems unusable and is in pain. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Amudi. Week 3 of hospitalization. The scabs are scale-like and have spread across the surface of the body. There is necrosis in multiple ulcers. The patient has fallen into a coma. Doctor in charge, Amudi. There's a 6-week gap between freaking necrosis on his skin? Week 9 of hospitalization. The necrosis of the ulcers has been effectively kept under control, and no new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. The patient is in a comatose state. Doctor in charge, blank. Week 15 of hospitalization. The wound from the replacement treatment has not healed, even after a long time. No new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. There is weakness in the limbs, and the patient cannot grasp items on their own. The patient is also experiencing fever and vomiting. Mental faculties are coherent, though fatigued. Poor sleep and unable to eat. Doctor in charge, blank. Week 21 of hospitalization. We've started to manage to keep the scabs on the body surface under control, and the new limb's function has been restored. The patient is experiencing chronic coughing and is prone to fainting. Mental faculties are coherent and in a good state. Sleep quality and appetite are decent. Doctor in charge, blank. Elazar is so scary. What does this other document say? Diagnostic report. Treatment subject, Abbas. Gender, male. Occupation, farmer. Doctor in charge, redacted. Status. After 20 weeks of treatment, Specimen 4's new skin and new left arm have recovered well. No changes in appetite or sleep. Mental states fluctuate beyond the normal range. There have been multiple attempts to leave the care area. God's voice guides me is cited as motivation, and the specimen is believed to have delusional tendencies. Additionally, the God's voice described in the confession is possibly related to the resonant quake phenomenon present in the internal topographic structure of the dunes. This should be investigated to rule out ungovernable input interference, increased supervision. Treatment protocol. The second phase of the redacted trial is beginning to see results. The next phase redacted. Objective, Specimen 4's organs. Following extensive examination, Sample 3 is the best material for the third phase of the Redacted trial. Before the implementation of Redacted, Redacted is required. Continuous vomiting and skin redacted is a normal occurrence. Redacted must be prepared beforehand for Specimen 4 to maintain circulation of Redacted. After completion of basic Redacted operation, observe the subject for 1 week. If normal physiological activity is observed in the organs, the rate of deterioration of surface scabs is reduced, and limb function is restored. The next phase of the Redacted trial can commence. Sorry, one moment. I'm not fit to be an audiobook person. Floating voice. Physician's note. All specimens have one thing in common. In common? What is it? What is going on? All specimens have one thing in common. Body elemental quantities were at abnormally high levels, and were positively correlated with the severity of the disease. After the Redacted experiment, body elemental quantities were reduced, and samples self-reported a reduction in symptoms. It is reasonable to hypothesize that there is a causal relationship between elemental quantities and Elazar. More controlled trials should be conducted to exclude redundant variables. Note: the enrichment process of elemental quantities in humans may be dynamically sustained. After the completion of early Redacted experiments, within a short period of time, Specimen 1's physical indicators trended to the norm. In later stages, due to Redacted not being complete, the quantity of elements in the sample bodies rebounded, and symptoms increased, leading to Specimen 1 Redacted. Could not be recycled for materials. Information obtained, preparations must be made for long-term trials. Redacted cannot be stopped before the specimen's symptoms have stabilized. Due to the nature of the trial, there must be a method to stabilize the sample's moods. Removal of Redacted may be attempted. Following the new method, the material rejection rate has been significantly reduced. Specimens 2 and 3 developed mental instability due to associative connections to fundamental inner qualities of Redacted, and tended to attribute the disease to unverifiable divine punishment, consequently considering it blasphemy to accept Redacted as treatment. It is a very interesting thought. Exploring neurostimulation and the resulting cognitive shifts could be a future research topic. Due to the above uncontrollable variables, they halted at stage 2. A shame. However, the materials provided by these 2 samples were the best quality materials so far. It is reasonable to believe that the perfect performance of Specimen 4 is related to the material quality provided by these 2 samples. Ultimately, once the 3-stage experiment was completed, Specimen 4's symptoms disappeared completely, proving that it is possible to use Redacted to control the elemental content of a person's body without relying on elemental power. There's potential for weaponization. Discussions of research on Redacted have been increased in the future. Humans have unlimited potential. It may be foolish for me as a researcher to write this, but with enough input, I might be able to reach the level of a god, or so people might call it. Paimon didn't understand a thing. I didn't get it either. Paimon only understood the part that goes, God's voice guides me. Does that mean there'll be unique voices guiding us here? It could be underground water flow or creature activity. Yeah, who knows? There might be some underground ruins. Let's listen for any sounds and take a closer look when we hear something. There were so many big words in there that I could not sight read. Like, they were literally just so long that I just couldn't assume what it was going to be before I read it.
Hello?
We're back!
Take a look at everybody's eyes.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Okay, so Sino just has, like, cat-like eyes. But
Who's this?
I almost want to say that they have similar eyes, but Dia might also be more cat-like than anything.
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying
So
to
pretty.
find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now.
I don't actually know what she does completely. I'll have to check out her trial whenever we're done with this cutscene.
Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
Literally everybody in this room except for Paimon is absolutely smoking.
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
And Mr. Man over there in the corner.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Care to share your thoughts?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point, but I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Academia is trying to avoid Cyno, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him.
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, Paimon.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
All right.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you! Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Also, I still haven't heard Cyno's... I don't have alliteration on the mind. People say that you can hear his feet slapping the ground. But I haven't really actually used him, so I guess that makes sense. I just want to know if the rumors are true.
So, where do we go from here?
Cyno, do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Calloused toes. His dogs...
There's something here.
Are
What's
hardened.
this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Paimon, now isn't the time for complaining.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there, it looks like it's buried really deep.
With some effort, you managed to retrieve the buried objects.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Everyone goes in different directions and starts digging in the sand. After a short while, you dig up another device nearby.
Searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry. Your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so
You're literally floating.
You're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is!
Why does he keep turning around like that? Hey. You gonna catch up, stupid?
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you? Dia!
Hydrate.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
That's probably gonna do some good convincing to Mr. Ramen over here.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru Village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Just shut the fuck up for 2 seconds.
Shut it, Paimon.
Yeah!
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
You should make that an alert? What, Dia saying shut it, Paimon?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village Mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Hey, wait. Did I? Okay, I stopped it. Is there actually a thing? Has somebody already... Shut it, Paimon.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon. Shut it, Paimon. Shut it, Paimon.
Get shit on.
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia.
Maybe I'll make the shut it Paimon sound like a couple bits.
With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
Why do they have to have a superscript that says King Deshret above it all the time? Would they not, like these native people to the Sumeru Desert, would they not say King Deshret instead of Scarlet King?
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia?
Huh? I'll hate them.
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Boomer
Not so
moment.
fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the Village Keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Do it.
Dia!
Stop!
Well, that was
What's wrong?
stinky.
Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Nice. Called the bluff.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I'd just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Please don't do that ever again.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Very funny.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
I think he was just stating the truth. That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
You all return to Aru Village and rest in your rooms. But what are the chances of success? That was a dumb black screen. Wait until the following morning. No, I don't think I will. This place is not great to leave. Like that. How are you supposed to actually make it over there? Actually, what's down here? What's like actually down here? I don't think I see any fish worth anything in there.
Keep up. Ha! Keep up.
Oh, hey. Just some silly little boxes. See, I want to explore, but I don't know where to start right now. I also don't know where I'm going. Actually, I held off on going down here, right?
Ah, it's so hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you'll get what I mean. Oh.
Shine down!
Why was he getting continually damaged like that?
Keep up.
And why did my thing go backwards?
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Also, this is not the exploration team. All that for just one chest? Hmm?
Into the wind.
Oh.
Kamisato up. Suiyu. Gather.
Can't see. I'll uproot you.
Need. One with nature. Cascade.
Need to keep a close eye on, I guess, Eremites? They seem to be what have the enigmatic pages. That's just a Seelie chilling out over there. Gonna have to rehydrate this guy as well. What's up? Okay, if this thing's gonna... Oh... You require way too many elements.
Clouds high. The birds come. Into the wind.
Enshroud. Let's nip that in the bud.
Yes. This is it.
There is no escape!
You need to build your sucrose. We'll get there eventually when I don't have other characters to build. I'm already partially there because of the stupid meme that I was doing.
Illusion shattered! Here come the fireworks!
Okay, where are the other ones?
There is no escape!
Or are you supposed to get rehydrated and then come over here? No, I just need... Oh, that's so annoying. Let's switch the party. Get rid of that. Switch the party again. Holy smokes.
Ooh, let me
open it.
Like, you need Animo, Dendro, Electro, and Pyro. That's too dang much. Why not Hazo? Does Hazo group enemies together? I thought that was the whole point of me building Sucrose. Okay, I'll get this chest and I'll head back over there to try to get that Seelie if I can even relocate it.
Solidify! This is order!
Fire hazard! Illusion shattered!
This isn't the Hydro team.
I'll uproot you!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Okay, the Seelie's right there. Nobody goes, whoop-ow, shabam, shazow. You're right, he goes a little bit crazy. Huh? New way of farming artifacts?
There is no escape! One with the forest!
Okay, thanks for that. I think missing blatantly as Tighnari is one of the most painful things in this game. Arguably a worse feeling than missing with Ganyu. What the? Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm really annoyed here, but using Cyno is not an option.
Smile to my face.
It's literally just not. I'm not about to use a level 20 character in my world level 8 overworld.
Fateful offering.
I wonder why I wouldn't want to do 20 damage to these enemies.
Time to go.
Mind the deluge.
One with nature.
Let's nip that in the bud. Enshroud!
Into the wind. Brings a smile.
Weren't you also shit-talking him yesterday? I'm on to you, Takaru. I'm on to you.
Stabilize. Order guide you. Cascade.
The wind knows me.
Can't see? I think we can forgo the lost and found report.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. Guilty. You stand condemned.
Hey, does his burst ever end?
Served. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty.
So I didn't really understand what was going on there, so let's try that again.
You stand condemned.
Oh. Hold up. This is Breath of the Wild music, and you can't convince me
Your
otherwise.
sins weigh upon your soul.
Oh, okay. So...
Guilty.
basically, when you start attacking, you end up marking something during his burst allows him to use a better version of his ability. I can't tell if that has to do with how many attacks he's hit or what. His burst. It can last 18 seconds when it has a cooldown of 20. But it only lasts for 10 seconds, so whatever I'm doing is extending it. When Cyno is in the Pact Sworn Path Clearer state, so his burst, Cyno will enter the Endseer stance at intervals. If he activates the Secret Rite Chasmic Soulfarer, which is his skill, while affected by this stance, he will activate the Judication effect, increasing the damage of the Secret Rite Chasmic Soulfarer by 35%, and firing off 3 Dust Stalker bolts that deal 100% of Cyno's attack as electro damage. God, you people and you're hydrating while I'm saying stuff. I'll be back with water. Also, Sleepy, did you say that that was old domain music? Oh, I guess this does sound very Mondstadt. Makes sense. So... this thing just says at intervals. What does that even mean? Cyno's damage values will be increased based on his elemental mastery as follows. Pact Sworn Path Clearer's normal attack damage is increased by 150% of his elemental mastery. That doesn't seem like a lot. Dust Stalker Bolt from his passive talent Featherfall Judgment is increased by 250%. The Gift of Silence. More rewards when on a Sumeru expedition. Using the ability when the eye shows up on screen extends the burst by 4 seconds? Performs a swift thrust, dealing electro damage to opponents along the path. When Cyno is under the Pact Sworn Path Clearer state triggered by Sacred Rite, Wolf Swiftness, he will instead unleash a Mortuary Rite that deals thunderous area of effect electro damage and extends the duration of Pact Sworn Path Clearer. by 4 seconds. All of this information is so spread out in a weird way. So it makes it sound like this whole stance thing is random. That's really weird.
So hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat.
Where am I?
Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you'll get what I mean. Oh.
No, I am being for real right now. Where am I? I thought I was getting a chest. But now I'm getting a Sealy.
I can feel new power surging within me. A testament to my growth.
Just realized what time it is, and I am actually, like, legit running out of time in my day. That's kind of upsetting. I don't think I'll be able to continue the Archon quest tonight.
Certainly worth the extra.
Candace trial, all the trials right now. Venti the Bard is up first. Second.
Nice and spicy. Brace yourselves. Yeah. Think you can get away?
Try not to enjoy this too.
You're toast! Here we go! Boba, get them! Time for takeoff.
Blitz.
Hello?
My. Let's spark things up
I
a
swear
little.
that number just keeps going up for the amount of enemies defeated. Like, it just cannot decide how many I need to get rid of. Anyway. I don't know about OP. Maybe against groups. Candace! Let's freaking go!
What's the hurry?
Hear my prayer.
Is that the catch?
Don't get frostbite. Pin them down.
Try not to enjoy this.
Grant us your blessing. You're exposed. Hear my prayer. Too easy.
I don't know if she works like Beto, where actually blocking something matters.
We shall prevail.
I don't know. She attacks really slowly, though. Gimme, gimme. Shinobu! Like how I'm excited about everybody, and then we're gonna get to Sayu, and I'll be like, ugh. Sayu time.
Freeze!
Dissipate! Out of my way!
Oh, so sorry.
Hydrate, alright.
Let's spark things up a little.
That had nothing to do with Shinobu. Just let the game play itself sometimes. Locked on target? I almost forgot about Sayu. Hold up. I saw a chest and said, ooh, what's that?
Cool it.
Nice and spicy!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Boba, get them! Yeah!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Ninjutsu! Huh? Ha!
Yeah, shit on. Yeah, she feels like she should do more than she does. Very unsatisfying. Unfortunately. Thanks for the more, though. Oh, hey.
New frontier. Adept beckon.
One with the forest. I'll uproot you.
As one with wind and cloud. This is order. Crumble.
Enshroud.
You really think you can just not be part of the party?
Let's nip that in the butt.
A single guy just
Smells like something
cooperating
good is
with the
inside.
fucking Fatsui. Get out of here. Yo, he is zooming. Where will he go? Disappear. Guys? Just one?
Be still.
You're awfully weak.
One with the forest.
Mind the deluge.
Wind strike.
Cascade.
Yeah, that was kind of pathetic. Yeah, I don't remember asking. Oh. That's fine. I still don't know how to deal with that in any capacity. Maybe that one's not going to be locked up in an invisible building. You know what? You guys chose to chill out in the wrong area.
Into the wind. I'll uproot you. Can't see. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Be still.
In the words of a wise man in the past, you suck.
Looking for trouble?
Solidify.
The depths beckon.
One with nature. One with the forest.
You want these?
Let's nip that in the bud.
This one's a puzzle. Well, quote puzzle. Excuse me, I already solved something exactly like this already. Wish? Nah.
Is there a chest here?
Okay, I'm gonna get this. Oh my god. Everywhere I go, there's just a line of chests. I gotta do my domains and get off.
Into the wind. Enshroud.
You guys suck.
We'll have order. Stabilize.
Especially the animal. You didn't do anything wrong because you're just doing what you do, but the most annoying out of all of them.
Can't see.
You're a pretty nice shot.
Keep up. I think we can forgo the lost and found report.
Gather.
Hey guys.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Be still.
I'll uproot you. Enshroud.
See, like one ruin enemy
I think we can forgo
guarding all of that. Oh my lord. This literally is not going to end. There's a Sealy too. Okay. Okay, whatever. It's out in the open, I can't possibly miss it. What weapon am I farming for? That silly little spear from the event, right? Yeah. Sure. Even though half this team is useless in this domain. That's fine. So just randomly got super lightheaded. I think I managed to breathe incorrectly. Totally forgot I had Shenhe? That's almost offensive.
All hail! Transfiguration!
You are doing this on purpose. You're making me hydrate in just like the most random situations.
Ordinance divine. Next on the agenda.
It's kind of amazing how much weaker enemies are. Even when compared to like 2-player co-op.
Ready, steady, go!
Heard lightheaded. Sakaru, you absolutely did know that I had Shenhe. Because I tried to use her in Abyss a couple times with Ganyu, and you were like, no, don't do that. Do we need a breathe reward now? Yeah. For only one double cheeseburger, you can make me take a breath. Also, Max, you absolutely know what's going on. This is literally like Diablo with less hordes. Stupid stamina system, and it's third person instead of isometric.
For Rex Lapis! Take your true form! Access denied.
Hey, who did that? Oh, where are my
We're
cooldowns?
way behind schedule.
Stupid domain, leyline disorder, whatever the heck, said you're not allowed to use your skills anymore. Yeah, and I mean, this is obviously a perma-freeze team. That's really, as far as I know, the only place where I can get Shenhe to do good stuff. Last Epic? I don't even know what that game is. Hold up. Tell me why every Diablo clone looks exactly the same. If you pulled up this image and said, that's Path of Exile, I would be like, okay, yeah. I don't think I would. Multiplayer? That's all you had to say. What weapons am I... Is it this one as well? It is. It's a lot like Diablo 3. So you're telling me that you wouldn't play it with me because it's like Diablo 3 then? I'm on to you.
Do your master's bidding. All hail.
How can you be a lot like Diablo 3 but also a lot like Path of Exile? That doesn't make any sense. That's like an oxymoron.
Transfiguration. No touching.
Like, pick one. Has the perks of Diablo 3 in the end game of Path of Exile? Well, if it doesn't have a way for me to go oonga boonga big number goes boom, then I don't want it. Because Diablo 3 was literally like, hey, just play the game and your number will go up. Path of Exile's like, yo, dog. How about some systems?
Cryo incarnate.
Why are our
My will and
cooldowns still
body.
affected? Because I'm gonna be real with you. All of my video game thinking, like for farming and character builds, I've had enough of it just for this game.
Next on the
I don't need
agenda.
any more. Especially not since I'm gonna be building 3 characters at once in a very short amount of time. I just need to level them up first. That is way basier than I thought it was. Also, I've gotten a lot from this. There's a chance I don't actually need to do it anymore. I say a chance, but I just realized that that pole arm is like level 40. So let's see what's up with Barbara. She needs 2 more 5 stars. 2 more. Mona is the right person to craft. And we got nothing extra. And I think I needed 12 of these guys. I think Sucrose is correct. Sweet. And then we'll have to go to the inventory for this one. Level 20, my bad. My bad. It's cool to see Barbara used. You never see her. She is probably my most reliable healer. Chances are, if I'm doing Abyss, one of my teams will end up with Barbara. Black serpents? Oh no, dog. Oh no. I don't think I have any of those. I think they start... because they're rare enemies. Elite enemies, I guess I should say. Oh no, but I don't have any. Barbara's not useless. That is the hottest take I've ever seen in my life. She is the best, no time wasted healer. She does a better job than
Ancient alchemy
than
truly
Chi-Chi.
is fascinating.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Okay, well, if I'm stuck farming black serpents, which I'm not going to do right now, then to ascend it, we need purples now. So I will just... we'll just convert them all up. Why are we using... This game is very disrespectful. Okay, I will need to do this some more. So we'll spend the rest of my resin over at Cecilia Garden. Okay, you know what? Let's go through all the healers. I wouldn't say Barbara's better than Shinobu. Dory's a healer, right? I got no clue. I don't like Diona. Sayu is not a good healer. Bennett is a 6-star character. We can't compare. Xingqiu, not a real healer. Noelle, nobody likes her, so we'll just keep it at that, even though I do like her. Goro's healing is blocked behind Constellation 4. Let's see. Chi-Chi's a Dookie healer. So sorry I don't have Kokomi, even though I tried. Don't have the God healer. My Kokomi-less life. This is how I cope. Yeah, with Barbara, you don't need to worry about anything. Literally, somebody's about to die? Oh, shit. Just... la, 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 la. And then you're good.
Take your true form. Do your master's bidding.
We're way behind schedule.
It seems that time has passed for this quest.
We're way behind schedule.
So sorry about it, but I will not be partaking.
All hail.
Xingqiu's healer build would be wild. Just get him with the meanest crit damage crit rate, like Elemental Mastery and Elemental or Energy Recharge, with a healing bonus circlet, would go crazy. I need to sneeze really bad right now.
My will embodied.
For Rex Lepus!
Take your true
Seeing
form.
Ganyu only doing like 40,000 damage on a crit and like sometimes 6,000 damage regularly is very disappointing.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule.
Also, absolutely nobody's getting friendship XP from this. I could have switched it up to bring Tanari or some of the 4 stars or whatever. I'm not being efficient with my stuff.
Cryo incarnate. My will embodied.
All hail!
Man, why'd you fall over? What happened? Dumb bubble boy. Okay, this will be my last one. And then I skedaddle. Now you're doing it on purpose.
Access denied.
By ordinance divine.
Anyway. I was really hoping that air shot was gonna work.
This is long overdue.
That hydrate cost me 10 extra seconds. Not cool, dude. Not cool.
This realm.
You need a chug redeem for 10,000 points? Like just chugging a half liter of water at once? Fun fact, I got really pissed off at work. Well, not pissed off, but like, you know, I was drowning in work. Because good old food service industry goes crazy, right? I was drowning in work. And I just needed some water, so I decided, hey, I don't have time to take a break right now, so I'm just gonna fill up like this cup of water and I'm gonna chug it. And there was like this giant context, I didn't drink anything that day. It was like, I had been there for 5 hours, and in the middle of a rush, I was like, okay, it's time to hydrate or I'm gonna die. And I chug half of this glass of water. And like, there was an air pocket like in my chest. And I thought I was going to start dry heaving or I was going to throw up. Because I, like, tried to force down that water. Like, it was so freaking painful. Had me fearing for my life. Anyway, managed my time very poorly today, so it's a short stream. I feel terrible. Especially since, like, I was ready. Constantly concerned for my lungs. Forgot to breathe. I can't drink anything correctly. Somebody help. But yeah. Next weekend, I don't think I'll be streaming on Friday. But Saturday, as always, will be a good long one. 8 hours at the least. Cross your fingers for 12, because Exploration and Archon Quest and the last bits of the event. That'll be fun. I'll try my best on next Sunday to not start my stream at 5 o'clock in the freaking afternoon. Because I have to get off around this time to wind down for bed to get up early in the morning before the sun even comes up. It's wonderful. But see you guys next freaking weekend. It'll be goated.